Hello there, this is Yogi, and today I want to continue talking about procrastination, what causes procrastination, and what we can do about it, and at least one reason that we procrastinate. We'll talk about why procrastinate. Then one reason we procrastinate is because we are outcome driven, and I wanna bring into awareness that how a lot of time outcome is unknown. Then we give some examples, some alternate ways, so that we are less likely to procrastinate, and then an offer for a deep conversation. So let's dive right in. Why do we procrastinate? A lot of times we procrastinate taking an action because we are focusing on a result and we don't see the result and we are demotivated. Like, oh, I'm doing it, nothing is happening, I'm doing it, nothing is happening. And we are less likely to take the result and less likely to be motivated because we are focused on result and you're not getting it. And which is a really good reason not to take action. Okay. Then I want to postulate a lot of times we actually don't know the outcome. We think we are not getting results, but this just in our mind. I'll give a few examples. I wrote quickly them down. One example is many times when I make these videos, in short term, I don't see any engagement or I see very little engagement. Some videos, a lot of engagement, others not so much. And I'm less likely to feel like I want to make video if I don't see engagement, if I focus on the engagement. Okay. But many times people tell me later on, in like 2 months later, oh, I watched that video of yours and this helped me in certain way. Thank you so much. I didn't know that outcome at all. It was just in the making. Sometimes people come to me for coaching, like, oh, I watched your video and I would like to have a deep conversation about this months later. And it's hard to connect what is causing what a lot of times. Second example I have is many times when I do deep coaching experience, I do a free 1 or 2 sessions with people. And if they want to continue having those experiences, we talk about long-term coaching. And many times people say no, and they don't want to continue coaching. And we don't even talk about long-term offer. But one time a person got a lot of benefit in the first couple sessions and they didn't want to continue. And I was confused. What happened? It was powerful for you. And I thought the outcome was he's saying a no. But what happened was actually 11 months later, he came back to me and wanted to get coaching. So we don't know the outcome. That's the point. The third example I have is like when I was starting meditating an hour a day, like many years ago, I didn't see any change in me that I could easily attribute to meditation. But only after a few years, I started to see a sense of awareness, a sense of catching myself getting upset. And that result happened much later. If I were focused on results, I would not be able to continue meditating. Right? So we don't know what the outcome is. And I gave some examples. Now, the alternate to focusing on outcome is to focus on action, focus on the process. This is nothing new, very old traditions in spiritual traditions or many traditions of various cultures. They talk about how focusing on action, not the outcome, is a road to salvation or road to happiness. And Gita talks about this also. Gita is the scripture of the Hindu religion, or one of the scripture of the Hindu religion. Now, when you focus on the process and action, you want to take an action that is somewhat vetted, that it is likely to lead to your outcome, but not focus on the outcome. You want to focus on a process that has worked for others, or a mentor of yours has used and they are suggesting it for you, or something that you have studied from science or someone's experience. You want to focus on a process that you have some faith in that it will work, faith or reasoned deduction about that. Once you have that, then focusing on the process, not on the outcome, is a really good strategy to kick the procrastination forever. Okay? Now, my question for you is, do you struggle with procrastination? And why do you do that? Do you know why you procrastinate? And I would I have made a bunch of strides in this area, and I would love to have a deep conversation with you if you are interested in kicking this habit for good. I invite you to reach out to me and we'll have a deep, powerful conversation to see what we can do about it. All right. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.